All right, welcome to the Franchise Time Machine. Smiley Face Jane, good seeing you in the chat. Seems like just yesterday I saw you. I'm kidding, of course, it was just hours ago that I just saw you in the stream. Thank you for playing the inaugural version of Major League Farm Team. I hope you had a good time. I had a blast. I thought it went really well. You more than doubled the number of wins of the 2018 Orioles, so that was great. So yeah, I don't know that there's much to do tonight. Oh, I am going to put a form up so that we're going to do the random wheel tonight for the pack giveaway, which I don't love. I like that our pack giveaways are usually based on things we're doing in the stream, but I also don't want to not have a pack giveaway tonight. So Google Forms. What did I call it last time? Was it the wheel? Random? Oh yeah, how did that work out? Okay, I saw that you sent me a spreadsheet where you were trying to explain it. So you sent me something newer than that uh has your attempt. I'm very intrigued. It sounds really fun. Okay, I'm setting up the pack giveaway form. You won the World Series. Seems like a reasonable format because you don't end up with as overpowered as you think. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I am curious to see how Flying WV does with the new relief pitcher creation engine. Skateboarding Santa, good seeing you. Are you still skateboarding Santa? Are you still in bachelor mode, or are your wife and daughter back in town? Oh, that was just for one night. Okay. Wow, was it already last Friday? That seems so. It did not seem that long ago to me. All right, here is the pack giveaway form for tonight. Let me get this up on the screen. Okay. So again, I couldn't come up with an interesting way to do pack giveaways tonight since we're doing roster builds. So we're just going to do two 5-pack drawings with the wheel of names. What I'm going to do is just collect these forms and then uh, put that list of names into the wheel. We'll put the wheel up on the screen and we'll give it a spin. And then, so I think I'll do iron and bronze rosters. Then we'll do the spin, and then I'll put up a new form and we'll do silver and gold, and I'll do a spin, and then we'll rate into whoever's around. So this will be part one. I do not like this new format for Google Forms. Just officially saying I don't like it. It's adding a bunch of extra steps. Okay, putting it in now. As a venue. Thank you for the raid. Find WE says something I have a chance at. Amazing.
Why do you keep following me around?
Oh, Jeff the Jar, was Bieber re-signed? If so, congratulations. Ezra, thank you for the raid. Uh, as always, enjoy the stream. That Brenly clip that you showed for your 17th stretch is one of my favorite baseball stories. That was it was great to see. It is an amazing one game disaster and redemption that every baseball fan should see that story. So that was Come for the Fits. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. This is not our usual kind of stream, but hopefully you'll have fun. Maybe you'll win one of the pack drawings, and hopefully you'll come back for another night when we have one of our more usual streams. So usual streams are either experiments where we test how the base game works, and by extension, possibly how the perfect team engine works. Simulations where I do weird things like make an entire team of Dave Steebs and Kitty Bransfields and put them in 2023 Major League Baseball season. Or community games where we have someone like Smiley Face Jane, who's in the chat, and this afternoon played one of my new games, which is Major League Farm Team. Smiley Face Jane ran the 2018 Baltimore Orioles, who won 47 games, and got to use the 2018 Boston Red Sox as her farm team and called up 6 members of the Red Sox to her Baltimore Orioles major league team and more than doubled the win total, winning 97 games, making it to the World Series. Pretty good for a team that finished 61 games out of first place in the AL East in real life. But tonight we're doing a PTCS number 9 roster build. I have 7 rosters to put together in 4 levels. And since I can't think of a good way to give away packs that's based on what we're doing, which is normally how we give away packs, we usually guess how the team that's being simulated or experimented on or created is going to do. We're just going to collect names and do a random drawing. So let me go ahead and put that in the chat. Link to form for tonight's first pack giveaway. Normally you have one giveaway, 7 packs for first place, 3 packs for second place. But tonight we're going to do 2 drawings for 5 packs each. You do not have to be present to win, but of course you have to be present to enter. The second drawing, we'll do the spin after we do iron and bronze. We'll put out the new form and we'll do the second spin after silver and gold. So good luck, everybody. This is pure luck. So I guess the other important announcement, and Ezra Denny is part of this as well, is that Ezra and I will have special packs to give away tomorrow as part of PTCS. This is a really fun thing that OOTP has started doing, OOTP Development has started doing. I think it's super fun. This is my first time being on the drop giving side of it. But the other PTCSs, I had a great time bouncing between affiliate streamers, collecting their individual specific drops, and trying to figure out which path to take to try to get the most drops. Ezra says the LE Brandon Crawford is actually raking in your silver perfect team. That's awesome. He had a really fun card in PT24 too, late in the cycle, I remember. And I think it's always fun having a left-handed hitting shortstop that you can maybe platoon. Oh, good. Clay Dog. Yeah. Who was this? Was it Matt? Someone was giving me crap for being too quiet. So I've cranked up everything as far as I could. Oh, maybe it was D Block. So I've turned up the mic and I've turned up the OBS. And you have multiple times too. All right. Well, I'm glad it's working. I appreciate the feedback. I also wonder if it'll get better when I get my new computer, which is now in Indianapolis, slowly making its way from Miami through Ocala, through Murfreesboro, Tennessee, now in Indianapolis, Indiana. Yes, inching its way across the US. Yes. Apparently, it's been in Indianapolis for almost 24 hours, though. So I don't know if it's just hanging out there, but it is making its way over here. So yeah, normally I'm like the last ditch opportunity for people to get their standard affiliate drops on PTCS Day. So if you want your standard drops, you can get those from NASBase, PB, Sim, Tesuiji, and AZ Axle. And then you can come here to your usual late night hangout and get a whole new set of drops, which I think will be kind of fun. The conf- Jeff the Charge says the computer's making its way through the minors, working its way up. It's now playing for the Indianapolis team right now. So I guess it did its short season minors in Ocala and Murfreesboro, and now it's maybe in Double A in Indianapolis. That's funny, Jeff. I like that a lot. That was good. And also, I always forget this. Don't forget to get your mothership drops from OOTP Developments when DishNet 34 broadcasts the finals. Oh, I guess Indy would be AAA. Well, then it's probably going to get demoted one more time on its way out here because I don't think it's going to be a straight shot from Indianapolis to Portland, Oregon. But we'll see. The way it's going, I don't think it's going to be a straight shot. But we'll see. We'll see. There's not a ton between Indianapolis and here, so we'll see what happens there. Maybe we'll even hop on a plane. I don't know. It seems like it's been on trucks so far. But I am excited to have a computer that won't freeze or start cutting out audio because of OTP and OBS running together. If it hits Denver, it's promoted. Oh, that's right. I like that. Come for the Fits. Portland is the expansion draft. That's right. And let's see. So here's the chart that EVC and NYC has put together for everybody. The dude does so much for the community. Let's go ahead and give him a shout out. If you're if you're an OOTP player and are not following EVC and NYC2, I would ask you what are you doing because you absolutely should be. Um, does a really good job making the game accessible and fun to follow. He also runs the theme teams, does a ton of work keeping those organized for everybody. Theme teams are just a different way of playing Perfect Team where you choose a theme for your team and only play cards that fit that theme. There's lots of fun themes around. Um, I really like the one where each player has to have something to do with a type of candy. Um, there's also an interesting where each player has to have something related to the name of one of the presidents. So there's lots of interesting themes out there. Then, and there are a ton of like team based, like MLB team based themes, like players who played for the Mets or whoever your favorite franchise might be. But anyway, one of the many things EVC does for the community is he puts this slide together, and I think helps coordinate with Nicolino. Who's getting who needs special PTCS drops and who's playing in what tournaments. And most of these folks are streaming during their tournaments, and so they tend to stop streaming when they get knocked out. And so Ezra's got one team in, and Nolan's got one team in. I have four. I have 7 teams in 4 levels, but I usually am doing stuff with the family during the day on Saturdays, which is why I never did the drops before. But EVC encouraged me to ask Nicolino whether I could just, do a PTCS stream at the end of the night and still participate. And so that's what I'm doing. So I will not be streaming during the day during the tournaments, but you can catch me at night. Now, Spore and Seawit tend to make pretty deep runs, so those are folks you may want to join in following later in the morning or later in the day. as the tournaments go pretty deep. Um, and then there's some folks, who if you think they might get knocked out earlier, maybe you want to follow them earlier. So he also updates this, replaces the little trophies with skull and crossbones as the day goes on. So this is a good one to check in on his stream, see who's still in. Ezra Denny says, get the Ezra Denny limited edition drops while you can. Ezra, what time do you plan on going on stream tomorrow? So I will be on at 9:30 Pacific, 9:30 p.m. Pacific. So about half hour earlier than normal. Okay, Ezra's going on at 8 a.m. Pacific. So that's great. I can catch that while I'm making breakfast for the girls and trying to get them out the door. My wife usually gets up earlier and goes to the gym, and I help get the girls ready for the day. But it gives me a chance to have an earbud in and listen to whoever's streaming while we start the day. So that'll be fun. Be interesting watching Ezra Denny while it's still light outside. That'll be fun. So yeah, check out Ezra Denny at 8 a.m. while you can. Get those, get those. I like limited edition drops, Ezra. That's funny. All right, so let's go ahead and start building some teams. I have a very, I don't know. I thought the way I build teams was like kind of normal, and then I started watching other streamers and like, oh, the way they do it makes so much more sense. But the way I do it makes sense for my brain. I apologize if it does not make sense for your brain. Yeah, I'm gonna do iron and bronze first, Clay, and then we'll do a drawing, and then I'll do silver and gold, and then we'll do a final drawing, and then we'll rate out. I don't think there'll be too much difference between the two irons and the two bronzes and the two silvers, but um, I don't have the same cards on every set, but I think in general, especially if like chat has recommendation on the cards I don't have, it'll probably help me on both teams. So for those of you who are new to the game, the way you get into PTCS is so this team that's on the screen right now only plays iron tournaments and perfect drafts, but they're kind of separate. So the iron tournaments, you get points for category 2, which are daily iron tournaments. And if you come in first place, I think you get 25 points. If you, I think, make it to like round 3, you get like 1 or 2 points. And so there's a whole range of points in between. And you can look to see and every week there's standings based on how many points people have gotten in each category. And if you finish in the top 128, you get invited to play in PTCS, and you'll see this tournament show up in your list of tournaments. You don't have to do anything; it just shows up if you're one of the top 128. It's a really fun thing that they do for the players. It's a whole big event, about roughly once a month, and you can qualify for multiple. In fact, if Smiley Face Jane is still in the chat, Smiley Face Jane had one account qualifying all 10, which is amazing, quite a feat. And overall has qualified for many PTCS slots. I have qualified for 7 slots across 4 levels using 6 teams. And so all you do is you click on this like any other. Yes, Kitty Poo Poo. Smiley Face Jane is the GOAT. We are very grateful that she chooses to hang out with us in the late night crew here. Okay, so I don't know why this Ken McMullen is here because it's not eligible. So you can just say, you can deactivate all ineligible cards. So now that's out of the way. Speak for yourself. We want to win packs. Yeah, I think it's fine to be like Smiley Face Jane in the world of OTP is definitely something to want to do. Very successful tournament player across all formats, and also super nice, by the way. In fact, went on Laptop Hound's stream after winning the monthly 6L, or was it the 5L? Hey, Laptop Hound has this these two tournaments that are named after him, and for each one every month he adds up whoever has the most wins, second place finishes, third or fourth place finishes, and you get extra packs. And Smiley Face had won that month and shared her sliders with Lap's Discord. I mean, that's so awesome, right? And so, yeah, not just good at playing OTP, but good at being a human. Oh, there's Smiley Face Jane in the chat, back in the chat. It was 5-0. I should know because I won the month for the other one, and I can't remember whether it was 5-0 or 6-0. But let's give a shout out to Laptop Hound. Again, if you're not following Laptop Hound, I would ask you, what are you doing? Because you should be following Laptop Hound. Oh, Kitty Poo Poo, thank you for resubscribing. Appreciate the support for the channel. Great having you in the community. And if anyone's new to the channel, we also play lots of community games that I've created within the base game. And anyone can play. You get channel points just by being here. You can't buy them. There's no money transacted. It's just something to build our community. And you can then redeem those to play one of our games. But subscribers get channel points at a faster rate. That's just a Twitch thing. But I also give a discounted redemption rate for subscribers. So it's just to show appreciation for people who support the channel. All right, so this is what it will look like. It's like any other tournament screen, and you just kind of add who you want to add. So the way I do it, which I thought was kind of normal. So you have to make sure you turn all your filters off. Let me make sure all my filters are off. I was selling some cards earlier today to make room for pack ripping, so I had some filters on. Okay, so this is everybody. Now, you can hide duplicates. Now, I hide activated cards because I don't want them clogging up my screen when I'm looking to see what I have. So the first thing I do is I want to fill some key defensive positions. So I've created this view, which is based on the position view that's the default, and I've added a few things that I think are important for the positions I want to grab here. And I did feel validated when I had a few people tell me, either in Discord or offline, that that they screenshotted my views, and so I felt a little less crazy after that. So the first thing I filter on is catcher framing. That's one of the things I prioritize defensively. And here I've got the overall rating. Their BABIP, because I want to get a sense of how good they are offensively. And but mostly I'm interested in good framing catchers who at least have some bat. And so, yeah, so the Benedict card is a top framer, has a 59 BABIP, which for Iron isn't terrible, but the 79 contact and the 79 I like. So, yeah, I'm going to grab Benedict. And I also have their which way do they bat, because I want to go lefty righty platoon. You pretty much have to carry two catchers anyway, so you might as well get the benefit of a platoon. So I'm going to grab the Benedict. I don't have a combinator of Benedict, but I do have a combinator of the Daryl Porter. Now, the Daryl Porter has pretty bad BABIP, but has good power and eye, and has good framing. So I usually use Porter as the other side of the platoon. Now, I'm not going to do a straight platoon because I want Benedict in the game more. So what I'll probably do is put Porter starting VR, but then have Benedict play every other game VR. Wow, so I think James was going to play Benedict in bronze even. So, that's a sign of a good card when they play up a level too. So, before, oh man, I already feel bad about that Smiley Face Jane. Oh, I mean, I hope you're kidding, but if I had known, I definitely would not have put it up for that much. I wish you'd told me. You do so much for our late night community. I would have definitely given you a big fat discount on that one. Okay, so our catchers, we got two catchers. Now we're going to go middle infield. I do end up eventually cutting some of these players, but I want to at least start with two or three middle infielders that are good at range and turning double play. Right. And like, so there's Nick Pinto who has no power, but at least has a good fielding, good range, good turn double play. You should have just put in a buy order, but you made an impulse decision. Yeah. If you had put in a buy order and you told me, I would have just probably come down to your price, but I appreciated it. I thought that was very nice of you. So we'll grab the Nick Pinto. Again, I don't have many combis here. This Josh D. Fields does not turn double play because he's a third baseman. The other thing I might do, I might do this offline actually, is I'll go back and look at the cards that I did put in the roster, and I might look to see if there's any combis available. But like for this account, there's not much I can do because I don't have many perfect points left on this account. And again, I don't mind if I don't have a ton of power up the middle. I'm mostly looking for defense and turning double play. Is this Baroa card new? I don't remember seeing a 109 BABIP card in my choices. This is a good card. I feel like I haven't seen this before. Did it come out recently? Oh, look at this, and you get 91 power VL. Did I just get this in a pack rip? I must have just gotten it during pack ripping. Oh, this is definitely going on my. Wow, I'm excited. That's a fun card. I might still add. So the turn double play is actually what declines faster than the range. So I'm just gonna keep Troy Lavulo in mind in case I want to add someone later. But I think we're good there. And then outfield range, mostly looking for center fielders here. I know the Gary Pettis I like. I don't know if he still plays. The Avoid K is becoming more troublesome as more stuff comes into the game, but I have noticed there's not as much stuff coming to Iron as there are in other levels. Playdog's a sucker for D at short. I am too, but as long as it meets like the minimum threshold of range and turn double play, I don't mind giving up a little bit of defense for some offense. It's interesting how many live cards are up at the top here. And then Benzinger's a fun card because he's a first baseman but has really good corner outfield defense. Um, yeah, I mean, as long as he has good turn double play, he doesn't have to have awesome range for me, Clay Dog. But I do look for that combination. Just like for outfielders, I like the combination of range and arm. Um, all right, so we're gonna grab Pettis for now, and Maxwell as a three position outfielder who plays passable center field. And I can maybe boost him before the tournament starts tomorrow. And okay, so we've filled kind of our core defensive positions. Now I go to batting ratings. And I usually go power and then contact. And for all of them, I prefer to have someone who has eye as well. So I really like this Nick Gasaski card, which I managed to combinate. He plays first and third pretty well. A good right-handed bat. The big weakness of the way I do this is if I don't have a card in my collection, I don't even see it because I'm just sorting my collection. And so one of the last things I'll do is go to the card shop and look to see if there's someone I've been missing. I also try to keep up with Spore's 4T, which is the treasure trove, which covers the lower end cards, and the Twipped, which is the Thursday new cards, which are higher level. But it's hard. Like you miss one episode, and all of a sudden, like you don't know a bunch of cards. Just like that shortstop, I didn't know. Uh, yes, the Carlos Quentin card I like a lot, especially if I can get him leveled up. So I've been very neglectful um, of my tournament, my league teams, and to an extent, my tournament teams that are not live. So there's a bunch. You'll see a bunch of these combinators that I haven't leveled up yet. So I like this power eye combination that Smiley Face Jane was talking about, the Carlos Quentin. I do like this Russell Branding card despite the low contact. The BABIP is good. The Avoid K is pretty bad. But again, there's still not a ton of high stuff in Iron, so I feel okay playing him still. I don't know. Smiley Face Jane Clay Dog. I don't know if you guys have a different opinion of Avoid K now in the lower levels. And the upper levels, I've definitely switched to Contact instead of BABIP because the Avoid K is problematic. This Chris Davis is actually a relief pitcher, but has a good batting card. Unfortunately, you can only play him at DH, but he is still usually my um, a good candidate for DH. I'm going to put him in for now. We might drop him if we have to later. Although I wonder if does Mike Hampton replace him now as the DH pitcher? Kind of want to see that now. Yeah, so I think that's where I see it the most is Branyan and Francisco. Isaski still seems to do okay, maybe because I boosted him far enough, but it's I feel like it's not like Sano and Silver doesn't play at all anymore because I think there's just too much stuff. Sano's a similar build card in Silver with high BABIP, low avoid K, and then good power and I. And I feel like Sano's dropped off entirely in Silver, but that's because there's so many more high stuff pitchers in Silver. All right, so I'm gonna open this profile, and then I want to go back and compare it to this Mike Hampton. I hadn't really thought about switching over because Hampton has the power, but also has the eye. Oh, actually, I could platoon pitchers at DH. That would be amazing. Like Hampton bats righty, and you see he has power and eye versus lefties, and then Chris Davis bats lefty, and he does have power and eye versus righties, and that BABIP. I mean, overall, Hampton's better. I think if I had to pick one, it'd probably be Hampton at this point. But are you guys DHing Hampton and or Davis? I used to DH Davis, but now I might DH Hampton. Hampton versus lefties is great. I might have to roster them both for now. I haven't even looked at Hampton's pitching. Oh yes, yes, Davis. If we go back to that comparison, um, the avoid K just kills Davis. So yeah, I mean Hampton's avoid K isn't great, but it's more than double Chris Davis's. Yeah, good call, Smiley Face Jane. Not a great pitcher, but I'm gonna hang on to just because like 118 power, you don't find that in iron. So I'm gonna roster him for now. So Juan Francisco has traditionally been my VR to third baseman, but this avoid K is painful. I'm gonna add him later if there's room, I think. Willingham, I do like VL in the outfield. Let me see where we are on. All right, we're 10 players in, and we haven't done contact yet. So let me sort by contact. And also, one thing I like to do is I just like to let the AI set the lineups for temporarily, so I can look here and say, okay, well, I can need a backup middle infielder, and otherwise, then I can just look for best bats available. I also don't like that my second baseman is backing up shortstop, so let's definitely find a backup middle infielder. And yeah, despite saying you're going where I was going, I was thinking about Iglesias as my backup here. Much better VL that I makes a big difference here. But he's shortstop only, so that's not awesome. Let me see what that would do here. If he backs up at short, that would free up Baroa to play second. Oh yeah, so I is already saying Iglesias doesn't offer any utility. But we then have three players playing two positions, so maybe that would free up enough Baroa to cover second. Oh no, Baroa doesn't have flexibility either. That's right. Don't love the single. Yeah, I think that's right. Maybe Smiley Face is find a second baseman instead. That's interesting. How is Bijou at second? He's a 76. Let's see. At least he can turn his turn double play and infield range aren't terrible. They're not great, but they're not terrible. He's got good eye, which will help him be I don't know, maybe I mean he's defensively better than any of these other folks here. Oh, I did say I'd come back to Toy Lavulo. I forgot about him. Good defense in all infield positions. Okay, let's roster him for now. And now we can go back to all players. Now when we do this, oops. Now when I say we could always flip this if we want to, and then Punto would be backing up. Oh wait, it's starting. Okay, okay. So we still need another infielder somewhere in the mix. There's too many starters backing up starters here. Oh, that's right. It's way down here. Why is this way down here? Bring it up here. Dilbert is just short in third. Not very good at fielding any of these positions, would just be standing there. Okay, this is where I look to see, is there a new card I'm missing? Let's see. I guess let's look at, we'll just call it shortstop for now. We'll flip that to second base if we have to. It has to be eligible. So it's 1980, right? 80 to 90 and pipe 20, 0 to 2. Okay, I think I got that right. Okay, so in case you're not familiar with how the search terms work in the card shop, what I'm saying here is 1900s, and we want 1980 to 1990, all years in those decades. So we just need the first three numbers, 198 or 199. So if you put in these brackets with the 8 to 9, it's basically saying 198 to 199, and then the pipe gives you and then we want 2000s 2200 to 202, because then that'll include everything through 2024. So I think I did that right. So now this is everyone eligible from a chronological perspective for the tournament. And then if I sort by L10, now L10 will give you a rough idea of which cards are being bought, have the highest demand. So you can usually correlate that with the best cards. Now in Iron, it doesn't work as well because the cards are so cheap. I was like, why are I showing so few cards? But it's because these are the cards that play shortstop. So yeah, I don't think I'm missing anyone major here. This is a good defensive glove everywhere. Pretty good bat VL. Mets legend Wally Backman. Pretty good VR. They're pretty generous with his ratings. He was a decent defensive second baseman, but they give him a third and shortstop too on this. Good range and maybe I'll just grab a Wally Backman. He can be my VR sub at second and short and third, prevent people from getting too tired. Shispath, why don't you want people playing this game? Well, people are even playing him in bronze. That's interesting. What does his combi look like? Is there a combi? It's probably like a million points. Oh, there's probably none available. I'm just going to copy this so I don't have to rewrite it, and I'll just paste it back in. Copy. Backman. Yeah, there's none for sale. Whoa, the highest buy order is 6 figures. Yeah, that's out of my price range for sure. That's funny. Is it really? That's funny. All right, so I think I'm just going to buy a Wally Backman. Now, if you buy one while you're in a roster, it'll just add it to the roster. He's the best one you don't. Oh, he is low iron, isn't he? That would be a good ad for low iron. Yeah. What a card for low iron. Nice. I'll have to update my low iron roster later. Okay, so now what is the AI doing here? It's backing up Backman there, and it's short. Okay, it solves my backup problems. I like having him as a pinch hitter VR, which the AI hasn't done, but I would. Oh, starting at DH. That's interesting. Okay, okay. Wow. That is okay. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not going with this. The AI definitely over and undervalues things that I don't agree with, but in general, like it at least gets the coverage position coverage right usually. Okay. I don't that's I like that Backman card. All right, we have two more fielding positions open. Maxwell, I am gonna probably start VL somewhere. Definitely ahead of Backman at DH, if not anywhere else. Porter is gonna be a semi platoon. He's not good enough to play the long side platoon the whole time, but maybe he'll split time VR with Benedict, and Benedict will play full time VL. Brandon will also be in some sort of platoon or semi platoon situation. So everyone will be green. Everyone's going to have a spot in the lineup. So I feel like I'm not missing a ton here. So now I can just go back and look for the best bats that I'm missing, which is a good spot to be in. And then we'll do pitchers. The good thing is now when I do my other Iron team, I've done most of this work. So I'll probably just grab a lot of the same players. And then I might see, like, do I have other cards on that other team that I don't have here? So this is where I might grab that Biggio card or that Iglesias card. I like this hitting profile, VL in particular. He could DH VL, but without the power. I don't know. That maybe is a wasted spot. Maybe I don't do that. But the Biggio, I like the position flexibility. A 90 in left field too. That's kind of incredible. So I might grab the Biggio. Or let's see, what big bats am I missing? Oh, this is where I can grab that Francisco. What's my situation at third? Oh, actually, let me do this. What happens if I put. I may have actually created a backup problem by letting the AI start Lavulo at third. If I put Branyan in. Okay, I had plenty of backup actually. It was just that I just needed Branyan at third. So I don't. I'm fully backed up across the infield now. I would like a big bat as an option at first base. Now Branyan can go across, but that's a good opportunity to get a big corner infield bat into the lineup. Okay, you know what? I don't like the low avoid K, but I've got to get Francisco into this lineup, I think. So we'll grab him. Okay, so one more bat. In chat, I'm totally open to input. If you think I'm blowing it somewhere or you know of a better card, I'm all ears. Oh, am I missing an outfielder? I have enough contact low power guys without Reggie Willits. Wow, this young card has some pop. Are y'all using Young VL or do you not like his low eye? That eye's pretty bad. You do use some VL? Oh, he's one of your favorite low iron cards. Is he worth getting as a combi? That is a really nice VL card, despite that. Let me just get him as a regular card, and then if I like how he plays in the tournament, maybe I'll get the combi. Smiley face is, I would say yes, but it also biased because that's my sell order, I'm pretty sure. It would also wipe me out completely, so I wouldn't have any money left to. I wouldn't have enough power, perfect points left over to boost him anyway. So this game is just going to devolve into me and Smiley Face James selling each other cards. No, it did seem like a reasonable price. That's why I was considering it. It was such a good VL card, and at that price, it's affordable. Uh, it's a temporary low perfect point situation, but okay, I'm pretty happy with these 14 for now. All right, so what I would end up doing here is Young would start at DHVL. I'd start Porter at catcher VR, but Benedict would play every second or third game because Porter's not good enough to do the entire. If he were like a short side platoon card, I would probably just let him run. But on the long side platoon, I don't want him playing every game VR. He's not that good. Now, what do I do with? Okay, so for now, I'm gonna mess around with this a little bit, but okay, Burrow is much better VLs, and Backman has a good enough glove. Let's see, we'll put Pinto at short, Backman at second, and then I can put Francisco in at DH. Quentin's worse VR. Oh wait, what happened to my pitcher DH? What happened to Mike Hampton? I got a two-way him. Wow, 80 contact, 122 power VR, and then 108 power and 86 IVL. Okay, so if Hampton ends up being my DH, Francisco can play third. Brandon can play left. And I need a right fielder. So we could put Maxwell in right. I'll do the order later, but I just want to make sure I got the right pieces on here. Oh, so I can't have Young and Hampton in the lineup at the same time, VL. Because I'm not putting Young in left field with a left field 46. And also, Willingham is left field only, and I want his bat. I'll play a left field 67, but I won't play a left field 46. Somewhere in between is the line that I won't cross. Now, Maxwell is not playing first lefty, and he's a good VL bat. Definitely want Quentin in here. Okay, this is close. So it's close enough, I think, to move on to pitchers. And speaking of pitchers, I am okay. We're going to drop Chris Davis. I do want to keep Mike Hampton for his bat. And if Hampton's not good enough to pitch, then we may have to add a 13th pitcher because it is a best of 9 format. And then we'll have to drop a bat. And if I drop a bat, it might end up being probably Lavulo because now with the current setup, he's he's my no, he's not my only backup at first base because Brandon can play first. I know that. Okay, so he would probably go if Hampton is not good enough to pitch on this team, and he might not be. Okay, so I have a pitcher view, and I usually start with home run suppression first. And here I'm looking for decent control, and I'd like to have stuff, I guess, above 60, but that's hard to find that combination in iron. So I always go starters first because those are the hardest roles to fill. Oh, do you guys still start or even have Chris Welsh in the bullpen? This 32 stuff, I'm afraid, no longer plays. It might play in the bullpen. I'm going to grab him for now, but I might need to go control first. There's some pretty bad control pitchers here. Okay, Trevor May. He's going to be a stopper with stamina 48, but I will grab him. There's a bunch of these pitchers like Forsh and um who was I just talking about? Forsh and Welsh that are like the low stuff pitchers that I don't know if I trust them anymore. Luke Jackson I still use in the bullpen. Oh yeah, Bonus, Forsh, Welsh, they're all cards that like are nice cards except for this stuff. Anderson, Bonus, Forsh, Welsh. They're all like 30 stuff, but otherwise good profiles. Maybe I should just search by stuff and get it over with. How do I modify strategy for like a 1.2 home run park? Um, I would probably just steer into it and pick a few more. So the way I think about my lineup is I want some on base percentage guys. So I'm looking for contact and an eye. I want some fielding guys, so up the middle, right? So catcher, center field, shortstop. I don't really care how they hit. And then I want some power guys, maybe power contact or power eye. If it's a 1.2 home run park in a home run era, then I'm just going to change the ratio and have more of those power hitters and maybe fewer of the on base guys. But I do still want a mix of both. But with a 1.2 home run park, I'd probably lean more into the power. Like you saw how many guys I had with like red power numbers. I'd probably start replacing some of those with more power hitters. Um, but I also tend to be more of a on base percentage and OPS guy. So if I have a decent on base percentage guy, I'll be hard pressed to replace him with a power guy, even with a 1.2 ballpark factor. Not because that's the right decision, but that's just because that's what I'm comfortable rostering. Oh yeah, this Ken Dixon card is great, except for the 31 home run rate. I remember looking at him earlier for something. I was like, wow, that's a terrible home run rate and an otherwise nice card. You know what? I don't know. I might end up grabbing a lot of these low stuff guys again. I don't love that I'm doing it, but uh Slyface J and Claydog, what do you feel about this Alcantara card? Is the 54 control too low? Or for Iron, is that okay? Yeah, I think I still like this Looper card for the bullpen. This Starless card is even worse stuff, 25 stuff. Oh, this Steve has such a funky split. This 40 control versus 80 control. I'm also surprised that the stuff is kind of low, but I guess with 93, that's what you get. The 93 Steve. Again, like Brett Anderson with the 33, and that's boosted 33 stuff. I'm going to steer into it, hoping that that works in Iron. The other thing I should do is I should look to see who's selling in the card shop. Maybe I've missed a bunch of pictures that I should be looking at. Yikes. Oh, this is an interesting card. The control's bad, but the HRA and stuff are amazing for Iron. Spy face in for Alcantara, yeah, he would have to be have better other ratings to get him playable. Mike Flyers should be good. Okay. I'll have to check Mike Flyers. Oh, Vukovic is interesting. The control's not terrible. 65. It looks bad because it's yellow, but Oh, I said Flyers, didn't I? Ah, I mispronounced my own names. I got my own emote used against me. That's awesome. I'm gonna try this Vukovic card. That's funny. Flyface Jane got me. So we need someone to start team with the only players I mispronounce. One of the things I had suggested was maybe if I mispronounce them, they come back off my roster. But that team is doing so poorly, it can't afford to lose any names, so I decided against that. If anyone in the chat doesn't know, I have a theme team where it's all players that have been mispronounced by streamers other than me, because I didn't want to be accused of stacking my own team by mispronouncing names. Okay, does anyone know why on some of my accounts I have the scroll bar that can go all the way up and down, and on other accounts it has a page thing that would only show me one screen at a time? It's been driving me batty that it's not consistent. Oh, that's a nice card. Oh, this is like the exact shape I like too. I mean, it's the shape everyone likes, but see, what's his combi running at? Ooh, that's a sign that it is a good card. It's super expensive combi. All right, how am I doing here? Do I have enough starting pitchers? Let's see what the AI would do. Okay, what? Don't want him in the rotation with the 59 stamina, and I would need a couple more lefties too. Okay, that gives me an idea of what I need. That gives me an idea of what I need. Okay. How much is his combinator? Not available. That's how much it is. Yes, expensive. Exactly, Claydoff. Expensive to unavailable. Oh, you got his combi from a pack after the combi update? That's awesome. Congratulations. That's nice. Uh, I'm surprised this car is only 57 though. Like I like it. Okay, maybe another lefty. Well, how about this Ryan Webb card? Is that a live card? No, it's the combinator, so it can't be. High home run suppression, good control, bad PBABIP, but that's not scaring anybody away. Oh, I have him as a combinator too. When did that happen? Are you all rostering Ryan Webb? I kind of like this card. Oh, okay. So my face Jane must like him if he even is possibly on the bronze roster. I'm still looking for a lefty though. So who am I gonna drop here? Well, I've got two lefties. Oh wait, Hampton's here as my DH. I did not mean for him to be in the starting rotation. The AI probably grabbed him for his stamina, 91 stamina. I do not want him in the rotation. Um, that's not great either. But what happens with the bullpen if I do that? All right. Is there even another lefty I'd want? Chapman's got no control. Snell's control is too low. Colin has 10 stamina, but oh, his control's a 32. Okay, I must have ripped this card because there's no way I would have acquired a 32 control pitcher card. Montgomery's another low stuff pitcher. We got a ton of those already. This Von Olin also super low stuff. Josh Fleming, I use in live all the time. Let me just see all the lefties. This Derek Holland's not bad. It's a little splitty, but who would I drop for him? Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to drop. Sorry, Tori. I think you're the odd man out here. Okay, we still have backups everywhere because I'm not counting Hampton as one of my pitchers, so I definitely want to have 13 here. And I think it's Holland. Oh, interesting. You put Holland in the rotation. He does have good stamina, relatively speaking. Okay, I'll set up the bullpen rolls later, but I think we're good. And let me just set the strategy before I forget. Oh, not unorthodox. No, I want to import a strategy. All right. All right, that roster is built. I'll set up the lineups and stuff later. Actually, I think the lineup's good. I need to just set up the bullpen roles, but we can do that later. All right, let me switch accounts here real quick. We'll do the other iron. Should be fast. Now that I know who's who. Thanks for your help, chat. Appreciate it. Smiley Face Jane, Clay Dog in particular. I it always feels too impersonal to me when people say like address chat. Like I don't know if you feel that way being in the chat. All right, Clay Dog. Good luck with your drafts. Thanks for your help. Appreciate it. Oh, I'm still in live iron. That's good. You'll find out if you won packs in the giveaway. They'll appear in your account. Oh yeah, cool. And hopefully you'll still be around when I open up the second form too, so you can have a chance at those packs as well. See, now it has the page thing. I much rather have the scroll bar. And I thought I discovered it when I went here, there's a player coaches list scroll bars. Oh no, Smiley Face Jane, you're fine. You've been super helpful. I wasn't that wasn't meant to fish for more help. You and Clay have been awesome. Yeah, no, this is a busy time for and Smiley Face Jane in particular has like 50 rosters to build. So all right, we're gonna do the same thing, but now I know who's who. What am I? I'm still filtered on something. Oh, I'm filtered on left-handed throwers. There you go. Oh, it's finals push for Clay Dog too. Clay Dog, first it was midterms, now it's finals. We got to get you into your point redemption in some time. All right, we went Benedict and we went Porter. I don't see anyone else here that would change that, so I'm comfortable sticking with those two. Infielders. Baroa, really like that card, especially VL. And we went Punto. Oh, we have Walt Weiss on this team. Interesting. He's also a single position shortstop, though. I think I like Burrow better because of that walk VL. Grab Punto. And Barra wasn't on the other team, was he? I guess he doesn't make it. His bat's not great. Okay, and then we took Pettis. Oh, this Casper Wells card is interesting. He's a 106 in center field with a 96 outfield range, and he's got 97 power. And the power stays VR VL, but he's definitely a VL bat. All right, we'll take him over even a Combi Maxwell because Maxwell's just level one. Well, that's level zero. I think we're gonna let's try. I want to try out this Casper Wells card. That seems fun. And we'll still take Pettis for now. We might end up cutting him now that we have Wells. Okay. Oh, interesting. This is a level four Francisco on this team. His Avoid K is still terrible. But we are going to add him. He does play on the other team too. Oh, Jake Lamb. Forgot about Jake Lamb. He's definitely a VR platoon guy, though. Okay, this one has a level 5 Isaski, so we're definitely taking him. Level 2 Branyan, still pretty good. One guy I did give up on once Avoid K became a problem was definitely Georgia Tech legend Derek Dietrich. Want that Quentin card. I'm going to try to boost him in the morning before things get started. Well, I guess I'll have to do it tonight because morning here is going to be too late, I think. Can I get Jake Lamb into the lineup somehow? Oh, let's go ahead and grab that. Let's grab that Backman card. You are thinking of doing Lamb at first base VR? Yeah, I'm tempted. It's a good VR iron card. Is that a uncombinated Lamb too? Okay, I'm gonna add him. I'll shoehorn I'll shoehorn him in there somewhere. Oh, Lamb can't be combied. Okay. All right, I need some outfielders here. Okay, this is where on my tablet I open up the roster I just did. I'm gonna go into that other account. This will be off screen, but you just saw it. I'm just trying to remind myself who. What is going on here? Okay, there we go. There's my roster. Still in live iron. Oh wait, live iron just fired recently. Why am I not in the next one? Sorry, I'm doing stuff off screen. I know that's probably annoying. I just noticed I had not signed up for live iron yet. It's been going 2.5 hours and I'm still in it, so that's good. Probably like second or third round. Okay. Now, what I came for was to open up the roster we just built to see who my outfielders were. Okay, let's see. Pettis. Oh, Young. I forget about Young. How did I forget about Young? He's not a shortstop. And does this team not have a Josh Willingham? That's the other player I'm missing here. Oh, there he is. Okay, so if we do this, back with it second. Okay, Jacob. Now, Isaski's the odd man out here, which is crazy because he played for so long. And he's a level 5, so is he really out of the lineup here? Let me check. No, 66 contact, 113 BABIP, 90 power, 95 versus lefty. He's definitely going to start somewhere versus lefties, at least. Oh yeah, he'll start over Jake Lamb. The AI does some wacky stuff, and one of those things is that it sometimes it nails the platoons. Other times, like I would never play Jake Lamb VL over this Asaski, this level 5 Asaski, but for some reason it is. So I think we have all the right pieces. I just have to set the lineup. So what would that look like? VR, we definitely want Lamb at first. Um, Francisco is only first, third, or DH. Quentin VL is a definite. I might take this Francisco over the Quentin at DH. Casper Wells, definitely VL, probably not VR. Oh, he's good defense though. Actually, I like Pettis at center here, VR. I like him VL too. I like him. Okay, I just like him in general leading off. Backman is not going to play VL. Okay, so Isaski is starting at first VL over Lamb. I don't want Backman starting at second VL. So who does that leave then? If I move Punto to second, that means Branyan or Francisco VL. They're both lefties. Branyan has a better eye, better BABIP, slightly worse contact, so we'll go Branyan VL. Not ideal, but we'll just bump him down the lineup. Young, Asaski cleanup. Clinton. Okay. Backman. Cisco. Lamb. I'll figure out the exact placements later, but does Isaski not start VR? Brandon's not in here either. Okay, Brandon left. Francisco's in a DH. I like Baroa better VL, so then I can put Punto at short, and that means I can put Isaski at third. And we're going to start Porter, but Benedict's going to play every other game. Yeah. And Wells isn't great VR, but he still has nice enough power, and he's a good fielder. He's a great fielder. So, okay. I'll mess around with the final lineups a little bit later, but we can move on to pitchers. So, yeah, the second of each level goes a lot faster because I already know who I have and who I want to add. And every once in a while, I'll find someone in the second team that I'll go, like, okay, let me go buy them for the other team. So this team already had the Vukovic. Does it have the Fires? It does not. We'll buy him. Now this is the thing about pre-combinator PT24 that I really like. You could be new to the game, you can do your research, you can find all these players, and then iron and bronze, you can buy them very cheaply and have a competitive team right off the bat. And so that's part of what hooked me. Like I was new, but I could still, if I paid attention, I could be competitive. Matt Olson had a great iron card late in the cycle last year. Is this better than the Lamb? Lamb has better contact VR. It's close. At least I think it's close. You know, they really need to let you compare cards from the card shop to cards you have. It's kind of crazy that you can't do that. Okay, the power's a little higher, the eye's a tiny bit less, the contact's a little lower, is what it looks like. And this is first base right field, whereas the Lamb is first base third base. Okay. It's only 300 perfect points. I want to buy it just so I could do the comparison. Oh, I'm out of live iron. Bummer. Oh, actually, I can look right here. Okay. VR, 6 points of contact, 19 points of power, 4 points of eye. So I do like Olsen VR better, and the VL is better too. Okay. Spyfishing, I think I'm replacing Lamb with Olsen. It's a very small difference, but I do like it better. Wow, none available. 215,000 buy order for the Combi Olsen. Again, that makes me feel better about my decision to go with Olsen. That his combi card is through the roof. Someone had a buy order up the other day for 555,000. Wow. I mean, it's good, but I think it's only marginally better than the Lamb. I mean, I do think it's better, but I don't think it's 500,000 perfect points better. But again, at one point I had 500,000 perfect points after selling some lucky rips in PT24. But oh wait, I just activated the wrong card. Who did I activate? Yeah, Jeff Wallace. I don't activate anyone with a uh 12 control. In fact, I'm going to take him off the reserve before I mistakenly add him somewhere again. Oh, I can't. I don't have enough cards yet to deactivate any cards. I think that's also a bad quality of life thing. Ryan Webb. Oh, a Combi Sarlus. Can I get his stuff up high enough? I could get it to 33 if I max combi him. How hard is he to combi? I don't know if this juice is going to be worth the squeeze here. Oh no, Clay Dog, no backup third baseman. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That is a bummer. Let's see how hard this guy is going to be to combinate. Start up. Yeah, that's always a tough feeling when you start off hot and then it's like you just see it disintegrate in front of you. I'm just looking to see how hard it would be to boost this Sarlus up to maximum. Because even then, it's only 33 power or 33 stuff. The Mark Ellis only gets you 450 though. Yeah, there's no like cheap big boosts here. I'm not going to bother with that. I don't need to be worrying about that tonight. There's Luke Jackson. I want him in the pen. There's fourth. There's bonus. Brett Anderson. Oh, Cade Horton is a backup. Genius. Genius, Clay Dog. Genius. He's just a backup. He just needs to come in once in a while to spell your starter. So Trevor May is a stopper. Okay, who else did I have pitching? Oh, Derek Holland. I did like that card. Did I end up adding Mike Minor? I like this Mike Minor card too. There's Derek Holland. I guess I like Holland better than the Minor, so that's fine. And I guess I don't have a soup pan. 38 points, no problem. Okay, I think that's my pitching staff then. Braves legend Mike Minor. Okay, let me see who's in the rotation. The other one here. Force bonus. Vukovic. Okay, ended up being the same here. May. Okay, I'm missing Looper. And I do want a 13th pitcher, so Willingham is, or sorry, Delmon Young is my DH. Clinton's my left fielder. Oh, I guess Josh Willingham's the odd man out. Actually, he's pretty even with Quentin and plays better defense. Slightly better defense, but Quentin can also play right field. And Quentin is actually, I like Willingham better versus righties if I have to play versus righties. No, I don't. Who else is cuttable here? So I guess we'll bench Willingham. So I can add another pitcher. I do want 13 pitchers because Hampton's one of them, and Hampton's my DH VR. Okay, actually, why don't I have him on my other team? I'd rather have him than Looper. Okay, so sorry, I'm doing this off screen, but in my other account, I'm gonna drop Looper for Dan Petrie. So I have Petrie on the other team. Oh, so annoying. My other account, my my tablet's doing that thing where the card shop's not populating. It does this every once in a while and I have to reboot the game. It's super annoying. But I want to add Dan Petrie to the other team in place of Looper. A relief pitcher with relief pitcher stamina. I'd much rather have a starting pitcher. I don't, but I was kind of turned off by his control, I think, right? Yeah, are you playing him despite his 51 and 60? I guess 63 is not that bad. I mean, the stuff probably gets him out of a lot of jams there. Okay, well, if you're playing him, that's good enough for me. Who would I replace? Probably one of these low stuff guys. I do like his high stuff and high home run suppression. Well, let me just go ahead and get him in here first. So he'll be on the reserve, I think. Yeah. And then I can figure out who I'm going to replace. Yeah, I mean, I guess I've got Vukovic in my rotation. He's got 65 control, so hmm. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I do like this card. That can, I'm always leery of those low control cards, but oh wow, he puts him right in the ace position. I guess he is a good card. I mean, at least the AI thinks so. Yeah, I'm just gonna make those same changes to. I really like having Dan Petrie on this team too. I think that was a good add. I am gonna put Holland back in the rotation though for Ricky bonus. So now all the starters have 70 plus stuff, which I like. Okay, I know it's off screen, but I'm doing the same with the other account here real quick. Oh, I already have Petrie on the other account. Just gotta go find him. Oh, it was still set to just throw lefties. So I'm still working off my tablet here. I'm doing the account we just finished earlier. I'm adding Dan Petrie to it. Okay, who am I taking off? I'm taking off and for Petrie, and then who did I just take off of this team? I just sent to the reserves. Oh, was it Willie? Oh, wait, how many pitchers? I thought I had 13 pitchers on this other team sheet. Oh, I did. Okay, Luke Jackson, Trevor May. I mean, not that both teams have to be identical, but I do like where I ended up with both teams. So Force is still on there. Vukovic bonus. Holland. Yeah. And then there's Luke Jackson, Trevor May, Ryan Webb, Chris Welch. Oh no, no. Okay, they are both on here. What else again? Okay, both teams are now in sync. Okay, I like where this team is at now. I really like both rosters. Considering I don't have all combis, I like where they are. I will finish up the lineups later. Let's move on to bronze. And then we'll do the first pack giveaway. Oh, Smiley Face Jane with a nice one. They're in sync because they'll be going 5-5-5 in round one. That is amazing. So good. So good. That was awesome. All right. Here's the Low Diamond Phillips account. This is a bronze team. This is so much better, by the way. So I appreciate y'all bearing with me to do a roster building stream because last cycle I did a regular stream and then built my rosters and I was up all night. I will not be up all night doing this. Okay, I think I started pulling players for this already. So that's good. We're off to a little bit of a head start. So kind of up the middle because Andre Jones I would play in center field, not in right. So still kind of typical doing the position plus view, catcher framing. So I've got Mitch Garver in there. Not great framing, but I like the bat. Although I don't know if he would. I'd still probably like this Chris Snyder better. Let's see. I mean, the 99 framing is great. The power is good. Definitely a VL option. What does Garver look like? He might be a VLDH option. Let me go ahead and we'll move him to the reserve for now. What is going on? I just want to get there. We go. There's the screen I wanted. Oh, you can compare to Jim Unknown? That's awesome. I didn't know you could do that. Uh, Chris Snyder. Well, this is an interesting comparison. It's basically a power contact trade off. We know that power gets us more than just power. It's interesting. Suzuki's a better defensive catcher, but I didn't realize Snyder's a better framer. So between the power and the framing, I'll take Snyder. I mean, Suzuki might be my backup, but then they're both VL options. How's this Mauer? It's definitely the long side platoon, but the framing's 83. There's no power here. Are y'all playing Mauer in bronze? I remember liking this McFarlane for a while. See what it is. You don't have his combi though. Yeah, I don't have any of those combis. This is an interesting split. McFarlane has more power versus lefties, but he's got good contact and decent power versus righties. Yeah, I like McFarlane here. I think I'm going to go Snyder McFarlane. And McFarlane's a righty, but he actually splits pretty well versus righties. That's always kind of interesting when that happens. Oh, well, Smiley Face James supporting the Snyder McFarlane platoon option. So that's all I need to hear. We've got a De Jong combi on this team. That's interesting. I do like the power I. Clay Dog, you were asking about him earlier. He's 89 range, but I really like the 102 turn double play. So he may end up being my starting shortstop on bronze. Yeah, his range is the only thing that's not awesome. And I like the power I. Oh, this is an interesting Swiss Army knife of a card. The Hairston Jr. You have Walt Weiss as your shortstop and captainies? Yeah, I mean, for 54 points, that's pretty good. Do I start the Willie Randolph? Do I go two middle infielders with sub 90 range but great turn double play? I'm kind of tempted to. Who else? Brett Barbary has better range, slightly less turn double play. Just keep letting them base until they hit the ball to you, directly to you. All right, I want to try this. I might do this. Alfred Range. I've already got Andrew Jones on the team. I do like this Dion card. I think I like this Stubbs card too, but his Avoid K must be bad because his BABIP is good. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a bad Avoid K. And at bronze, there's going to be more power pitchers. So Harold Reynolds and Brett Barbary. Oh, that's interesting. Am I just attracted to this Dion card because I'm a fanboy? I mean, he's got good defense. He's got good BABIP. He's got some pop. Doesn't have eye. I don't think I have him because he's a relatively new card, right? Gutierrez. Yeah, I do not. Oh wow, that's a good card. Wow, look at that range. Whew. 140, 125, 123. Oh yeah, I do remember liking that Jock Jones card. Yeah, I am gonna add Gutierrez. I think I have the Jock Jones, but yeah, I do have the Jock Jones. I'm pretty sure I don't have the power option of the card. Yeah, I think I'd give the yeah, Nomar GT Legend, Nomar. Nomar, Veritek, and Jay Payton are all on the same team with the same year. It's a heck of a squad, but just like most Georgia Tech baseball teams, when they get to the College World Series, they don't have the pitching. So they do great in the regular season. They don't do jack in the postseason. They're the Clayton Kershaw of college baseball teams. There's Jock. That's good enough glove for me. And that V right bat definitely gets him a spot on the team. Yeah, and I like that batting profile much better than Dion. So thank you for those suggestions. Oh, check out this outfield fielding. I like it. That's awesome. All right. So I think we're good for outfield defense. Now we still need a few more outfielders, but we'll get that through the bats. Batting. Oh, I have a fully combinated Adam Dunn on this team. I'm assuming that that still plays 154 power. I do like this Mike Young. At some point, I'm not going to have room for all these VR bats, but yes, Spy Fishing, thank you for the reminder. That Jeffrey Hammonds I do like quite a bit. There he is right there. Yeah, the RAS is right up top here. This is a like a good period for VR options. So, well, let me fill out some other positions. I think Yeah, that Rasmus is kind of intriguing. He's also still more playable VL than some of those other VR options, but the fielding is not as good. I mean, I'm gonna play the Dun somewhere. How's it compared to the Mike Young? The avoid case slightly better VR. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Well, how's the defense compare? Okay, I'm keeping Rasmus in the on hold, but I because I do like the other options too. I was kind of thinking of grabbing Kelly Johnson for utility, but I didn't realize the second base and third base were so bad. Okay, do I still need what do I still need position wise? Oh, I need a whole infield still. Yeah, you can never know what's coming, right? A bunch of bronze VR outfielders hit the market. Now, the one good thing about that though is you can find your own little like quirks that you like about one card over another. That part I do like about that. So I think we'll go Bagwell at first. Are people still playing Bagwell Joiner at first? I think Scudero gives me several fielding positions, right? Yeah, Scudero not great, but gives me all the infield spots. And then we'll add Joiner. This Joiner Bagwell combo's had legs. It's been, I think, relevant for a while. All right, what does that give me now? 14 players. Oh, yeah, I do remember playing Gaetti VL. Yes. Thank you for the reminder on that. Do I like that better than the Jim Presley? There's the Gaetti. Let's do a compare player. Oh, yeah, when you add in the, well, VL for sure is Gaetti. The thing I like about Presley is that weird VR split, but it's only the power. Even VR Gaetti's got him on contact, eye, 45 points of power, but 26 points of contact and 28 points of eye. Plus, Gaddy gives you first and third, better arm. Yeah, okay. So let's take out Presley and add Gaetti. Thank you for the reminder, Clay Dog. I think my only concern is, well, two concerns. What does it look like VL? So Young is starting VL, which is fine. He's got better contact or side, but overall those splits are fine. They're just kind of weird splits, but I guess my main concern is that Scudero's backing up three different positions. So what happens if he gets tired? But I don't know who I would cut. Okay, we're gonna roll with it. Let's go add some pictures. All right, let's see. Beto. Is this my picture view? There it is. There's my picture view. Lang's another one that'd be great with more stuff, but Addison Reed for the pen. Mike Morgan. Borderline stuff, but we'll take him. Pop. Route. Bannister. Uvaldi. I used to grab this Claudio all the time for bullpen, but that 36 stuff worries me a little bit. I think I've been grabbing a lot of lefties here. What if I have prioritized stuff? What do I get? I do not have Real Cormier. Let's go take a look. He was a Stratomatic staple. Oh, nice. Yes. Thank you, Clay Dog. I think I'm pretty lefty heavy in this pitching staff. Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. What happens if we do a rotation here? Two lefties, two in the bullpen. Okay, good, good. Although I think the Cormier I remember was in the bullpen. So this might have been before he went into the pen. Oh, Strohs, I just bought your Cormier. Thank you. This Libra looks okay. Uh-oh. My laptop's freezing up. Yeah, I'm gonna add him. We can always reserve, put people on reserve if we end up finding someone we like better. Danny Patterson, I guess, if you want to write it out of the pen. I'm surprised. I would have thought Ian Anderson wouldn't be that hard to level up, but are people playing this Mark Portugal even though he's splitty? It's pretty darn good versus righties. Oh, this Welch is reverse split, at least for HRA. That's interesting. Portugal might play. I don't like the splittiness, especially since we just saw how many good VR outfielders there are in the game. Let's see where we're at. I think we're at 10 pitchers. Okay, we got room for two more. Oh, Claydog, no, I missed it. I'm sorry. Yeah, his base does scare me, Sly Face Jane, for the Bob Welch. Scott Baker and Danny Duffy. I don't know that I have either of those. I don't have the Scott Baker. I do like that shape. I'm okay with ignoring P Babbitt. Danny Duffy. Wow, look how funny that card looks all distorted. There's the Danny Duffy. I don't think I'm on mute. I think my audio is cutting out, Smiley Face Jane. This will all hopefully get fixed when I get that new laptop or not laptop, new desktop. Okay, so Duffy's a lefty. Oh, there are none on sale. It's a mission though. I wonder if I can finish the mission. But Clay, I did like that Baker. I think I'm gonna go grab that Baker. Yeah, let me grab that Baker. I'm paying double, more than double L10, but I like it. So let's just grab it. Can't take the perfect points with us. Smiley face Jane was on mute, not me. That's funny. Oh man, that's funny. Thank goodness it wasn't me. um, I didn't realize we had bronze missions. Oh, we have to do 3 missions to get them? What are the 3 missions? I don't have any of the missions done. Common royalty, Southpaw power, imposing figures. We need 4 cards here. That's doable. I kind of wanted that Buddy Biancalana anyway. Mark Gubizar? I didn't even know he had a card in the game. He must have sailed past me when I wasn't paying attention. Oh, this is De Jesus expensive because he's a blocker? He's a roadblock? Oh, wow. Good defense. Okay. How hard are these other missions before before I go down this path? How expensive is Southpaw? I'm missing 40 points on Southpaw power. They're still decently hard. Yeah, that's probably why there's no Duffys on the market right now. Oops. So I need to get 8 silvers or some golds. Yeah, I don't think I can actually finish those missions. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 20 points, 25 points. And then I have to spend a bunch of money. Yeah, I don't think I can finish that mission. That's all right. The baker was helpful though, Clay Dog. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm okay with overlooking PBAB, so that shape does appeal to me. Okay, so I could use another righty in the pen. We'll probably move one of these lefties into the rotation, but I can still use one more righty in the pen. Oh, let's try Chen Ming Wang. I don't like the low stuff, but I like the rest of his profile. And I don't think I see another righty I like as much. I mean, I'm already on the third screen, and Steve's got that weird split that I don't like. I mean, Patterson has marginally better stuff, but Oh, what about Zach Wheeler? Yeah, if I'm gonna do a split like that, I'd probably just do the Portugal. I don't have I don't know that I have Brian Bannister. It's probably easier if I just look in the card shop and see if it's green or not. Sorry, I think my audio is cutting out again. Oh, because I'm looking in the mission still. None. I do have Brian Bannister. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's already on the squad. He's already on the squad. Another righty. I'm gonna grab. I'm gonna grab this Wang for now. Throw him in there. Let's. And then I'll put one of these lefties into the rotation. Uh, yes, smiley face Jane. Phrasing? I don't understand. Putting one of these guys in the rotation? What's his stamina? Oh, stamina's only 58. So I like him as this. Oh, wait a second. I still only have 11 pitchers. Phrasing. I didn't. That does sound like what I had said. I didn't realize I said it that way, though. That's funny. Okay, that's pretty good. I have room for one more righty. I'm so focused on trying to find another right-hander. I didn't even realize I had said that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Did I look at this Bartolo Colon yet? Big sexy? Do I like that better or less than the Portugal? I mean, overall, Portugal's the better pitcher, but versus lefties, he's going to give up some more dingers versus lefties, and there are a lot of good lefties out there. Man, if this Portugal weren't so splitty, I guess he'd be a silver. Oh, wait a second. Why? Oh, it didn't add. Why? What happened? Do I have too many batters? Oh, I have 15 batters. That's why. Oh, it added Biancalana. He should not be in there. Okay, that solves it. Okay, so now Chen Ming Wang can go in there. There we go. Now we're set. 12 pitchers. Yes, it is kind of annoying how it. Yeah, I mean sometimes it's convenient, but a lot of times it's not. Okay, which of these lefties do I want in the rotation? Trout has the best. No, Wilson has the best stamina. The second best stuff. Hap has the best stuff, but the worst stamina. Clado just deactivated 50 cards from my roster. Okay, we'll go CJ Wilson for Lieber, I guess. Yeah. Do I still want Duffy? Is there one on the market now? Let me go check. Oh, come on, laptop. My laptop is starting to lag a lot. Let's see. Did Stroh spot a Duffy on the market? Or did Stroh's put one on the market? Oh, you have one. I mean, Duffy would be much better than that Chen Ming Wang card for sure. Yeah, would you be willing to sell it for L10 for L10? Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, let me put the buy order in. Thank you so much. All right, I have a buy order in there for the L10. Look at that yellow font. That lets me get rid of this 28 stuff, Chen Ming Wang. Hey, there it is. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I appreciate that. And okay, he went right into the pitching staff. We just talked about that mechanism. There he goes, right in there. All right, let's see what it does with the rotation. They're into the number 2 spot. All right, so I think the AI is underselling um, Baker because it doesn't like that low P BABIP. So I kind of want to bump up Duffy, move Baker into 2. Imagine if players did that in real life, just barging into another team's locker room. I'm in their rotation now. That'd be amazing. That would be so funny. Just the mental image of that is so good. Okay, so I think we're good there. We'll set all the lineups and stuff later. All right, let me switch to the other bronze. I like the all caps. I'm in the rotation now. That just made me laugh so hard. All right, so okay, this is for the Georgia Tech on My Mind account. And I'm going to do the same thing and open up the low diamond Phillips on my tablet so I can see what we just did. I'm juggling these accounts. I can't imagine how complicated it is for um, Spyface Jane with so many PTCS entries. All right, go faster. Okay, here's McFarland. Yeah, I don't like the new DD's low turn double play, right? I would miss that too much in the field, I think. But I do like the bat is pretty impressive. Claydog, are you starting the new DD? I mean, I wouldn't blame you if you did. I just would get too frustrated, I think, not getting those double plays. Does this account not have the Chris Snyder card? It might not. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we talked about using that DeYoung card. I don't have the Snyder card. I do now. Okay, so Ketro's set. And then oh, so my face Jane is playing DD on most non-combi bronze teams. Interesting. DeYoung card at short. And then I went Willie Randolph at second. I don't know that I have Willie Randolph on this team, which is fine. I do have Barbary, better VL. I do have the Harold Reynolds here. How much is that Randolph? Look how slow my computer is now. Oh, Wally back is an option VR. Yeah, that's true. We just bought him for the Iron Squad twice. Do you like the Backman VR better than, say, Harold Reynolds? It's on the way. It's the new desktop is in Indianapolis, making its way up here from Florida. Actually, I don't mind playing this Reynolds both ways. The eye is worse versus lefties, but the contact is better versus lefties. I'm gonna slot Reynolds in for now. Oh, you have his combi. Nice. I was thinking too, once I get the new computer, if any of you want to be on voice or even video when you do your community games, we can do that too. I mean, I'm fine with still doing it through the chat, but if anyone wants to be try it out real time, that could be fun too. There's a bunch of stuff like that that I think will get better. Um, so this is where we added the Gutierrez card, which I liked a lot. Let's hope Bo Jackson isn't in left field. That's awesome. That's such a good reference. I do have the Jacques Jones. Do I have the Michael Young on this team? I mean, what a gun out at home by Bo on Harold Reynolds. Oh, it's Mike Young. Oh, so sorry. I went formal on you, Mike. There he is, Mike Young. I was actually kind of surprised to see Harold Reynolds in the game because I thought he might be on the naughty list because I thought he had some sort of like sexual harassment thing at ESPN. Then there's Jeffrey Hammonds. We want him. And I had the level 5 done on the other team, but I still think, well, let's take Bagwell. And let's take Joyner. He'll be a contact guy. There's Joyner. Oh, I have a level 0 Joyner. I should try to boost him. I want to get Gaetti on there. There he is. All right, how many is that? I do not have the bronze Tim Salmon. Okay, we're at 11 players. Well, at least I don't think I do. Let's look him up. I don't. Oh, that's nice. He's got one of those weird splits where he's got better power VR but better contact VL. I do have a combi Jacques Jones. Yes. You'll notice most of my combis are level 0 though. I'll be scrambling to boost them. I think you can even I think you can even boost them during a tournament, and I think the boost will go through. I believe that's the case. Uh, I still have an Adam done that's a level 0. I can try to boost him, and I need a utility infielder. Because another lefty bat would be good, so I'll add that done combi, and I'll try to boost that. I got the other one to level 5, so I know it's doable. Oh, you've got the combi salmon. Nice, Strohs. That's nice. Where? Oh, I need to look under power. Definitely not under contact. Well, I'm gonna try to boost. Well, I have Joyner and Jones both on the roster, and I'm gonna try to boost Dunn during the day, and then I just need a utility infielder, and I think I'm set. That Clay Dog, that's not a bad strategy. Now I'll be trying to boost them. I think before we start, but that would be funny. Like my team gets progressively better as we go. All right. Who wants to be my utility infielder? Must be able to play all 3 positions. Oh, he's a live card, and he can't really hit. How many positions can you play, Brett Barbary? Oh, all 3. All 3. Better bat VL. Pretty good defense. 89 at shortstop. I'll use that as the reference point. What about? Do I not have Scudero on this team? Maybe not. I don't have him on this team. The defense is worse. The contact is much better. The eye is worse. I think he's my utility guy on the other team. So let's try Barbary on this team. I like the better fielding from Barbary. So let's try him. He'll be my utility guy. Okay, so now we'll go pitching staff. Oh, let's see what. Make sure I'm not missing any positions here. Yeah, I think we're good. Oh, how do we feel about Jock Jones in center? 97. It's not terrible, not great. You've got a. Oh, yeah, Barbary Combi, I'm sure. Yeah, will play in a lot of rosters. So I think I had Andrew Jones as my backup center fielder on the other roster. Can Tim Salmon not play center? Oh, just right field only. So he'll be a one position platoon with Hammonds. Although Hammonds isn't terrible VR. Oh, Lofton VR. That's interesting. Is he center field only? He is center field only. That is a good VR profile. Use Swipe HN uses Hammonds both ways. Yeah, he does look like he can play both ways. Yeah, Jones is so good defensively, but the bat not so good. I mean, Jones has 97 center field defense. That's it's actually ahead of Lofton's. I don't know that the Sam is going to get much play though here, because the Salmon is right field only and a right-hander. So okay, if I take him out, I like his card, but I think I need a little more utility out there. Wow, the Brad Miller can play center field too. That's awesome. Oh yeah, I was looking at Kelly Johnson earlier in the day, thinking ahead to this. Oh, what about the Colby Rasmus for this squad? Smiley Face Jay likes the Josh Hamilton VR. Oh wow, it's not good VL, but that is a good card VR. 93, 96 in the corners. Sizemore not as good. PA. Oh, this Hall card's fun. He plays second and third pretty well, left and center. He's got a weird split too that you could, I guess, maybe play him against both. Par was mentioned earlier. That glove is great. I wonder if I take Miller, bench Scudero, and then that gives me another spot for a 13th pitcher too. Ooh, you got the new Edgar Martinez combi? Nice, smiley face Jane. Nice. Oh, I forgot about this Barfield card. This Barfield card's interesting. He's got that splittiness with the contact is better VL and the power is better VR. All right, what do I have left-handed and right-handed wise in the outfield? I'm going to go back and look at that Hamilton. Okay. I mean, I don't love spending almost double L10 for it, but that split is interesting. I kind of like this Bill Hall card. He can't play right, but he played left really well. I like this weird split. I mean, he is definitely better VL, but he's not bad VR. It is kind of a fun. Is it just me or is the Brad Miller pretty similar to the Bill Hall? Oh, the Hall's definitely better though. You know what? I'm gonna grab this Hall. I think this is a fun card. I'm adding this Hall card. I like it.